Hello, friends. Thanks for joining me. When I started this daily art adventure almost exactly 2 years ago now, one of the things I'd be doing would be showing you all the oddball things that an artist, I presume most artists, like myself, have to go through to get the business done. Turns out I haven't done as much of that as I would have thought. Let me turn you around. I'll keep drawing while we're talking. But today is one of those days. My wife and I are in a noisy restaurant, as you can probably tell.
We're in a noisy restaurant, so I apologize. I probably can't.
In Highlands, North Carolina.
Well. Are you okay?
And I'll get this closer to me so you can hear as much as possible.
Yeah.
We are in a small town called Highlands, North Carolina.
We got here, Seth,
and it was a funeral, family funeral that got us to this part of the state. But while we were out here, we thought, well, it's the day after the funeral. Let's do some business. Let's try to get some business done. So here we are in Highlands. You can Google that, Highlands, North Carolina. And it's a charming and beautiful little tourist area. And one of the primary businesses, cornerstone businesses, I suppose I would say, in Highlands is a place called the Old Edwards Inn, owned by our good friend A.L. Williams. He's not really our good friend, but he is a friend of my wife's brother, so that's close enough. He's once removed from being an old friend. And it's a very, very, very classy wedding venue, among other things. And so I was just in there a little while ago pitching my wares, telling them about my wedding painter business. Let me try to hold you a little more steady now. And I was generally well received. Then my wife and I came for a bite of lunch, and over lunch I've been doing this watercolor sketch. I haven't gotten to the watercolor part yet, of course. And when I'm finished here, I'm going to walk back down the street about a block and a half and go back into the office that I was just in about an hour ago and leave them with this little memento of our lovely time together. And just try to make a dent in their heart, soul, mind, memory. That, oh yeah, that one guy that does weddings, he was in here. Oh, and look, he did this real quick watercolor sketch of our building while he was here. So that is indeed, at least for me, that's part of being the life of an artist. Is you do what you can when you can. And of course, one of the things I can do is do a quick sketch. So, and hopefully, as I said, leave a dent in their psyche, so that they can think about me next time a bride comes in and perchance wants wedding painting done. So there you go. As you can see, I'm using a fountain pen. One of the nice things about a fountain pen, as opposed to one of these kinds of things, is that I can actually hold it side saddle. I can hold it in my preferred grip. This kind of pen you can't hold that way, but I discovered the fountain pen you can, so that works very well. I can't show you the photograph of that I'm working from because it's on my phone, and you guys right at the moment are occupying my phone. Hey, get off my phone so I can use it. So I'm about ready to go to watercolor, and as soon as well, you know what? Hang on just a minute. Maybe I can let you watch a little bit of restaurant watercolor. That'll be the name of this portion of this. Here we go. Wait a minute. I do have a spray bottle, so I can expedite this a little bit. See this little tiny spray bottle? Used. This is my travel kit, watercolor travel kit. There's the rest of my, it's more the watercolor. It's pencils and pens and so forth. Okay, so there we go. The watercolors. Let me dip again. And you may be asking, am I going to drink any more of that water after I have dipped my brush in it? And the answer is, are you kidding? No, I'll drink my wife's water. But okay, here we go. I just hope the waitress doesn't see me doing this. Now I'm doing all these strokes at an angle, as you can see. That's on purpose, because I'm going to use that angle as my sunlight angle in the painting. In reality, it's a very, very, very cloudy day out there, and there's virtually no light effects happening on the building whatsoever. But that would be a boring and poor decision for me to make artistically.
What have we decided? Hi there. Do you have any, could I have maybe just hot water with lemon in it? Sure. And I'll take a coconut cake.
There we go.
There we go.
Yeah, we'll share that cake.
Very good.
Thank you. I don't know, that woman saw me dipping, desecrating her precious water. I hope she didn't, but be that as it. Oh, so there's no sun out there, so you know what I mean. No sun worth mentioning. No light effects. So I don't want to reflect that. I have two options on a gloomy day like this. You can either invent sunlight, which is what I'm doing, or you can exaggerate the gloominess. And today I've decided to go with option number 1, which is invent, quote unquote, invent the sunlight. So I'm doing shadows primarily at an angle down across the face of this building.
Thank you, Ian. You are very welcome.
So there you go. I think I'll let this broadcast go right there at that. And glad to have you peeking over my shoulder and witnessing at least what this artist goes through to get the job done. Okay, wait a minute. I'm going to go just a little bit more since you're still here. There's my green. Let's get some green on these bushes. That's too green, but I'll fix it later. I'll dirty it up later. There's some other stuff. Now, if this sketch doesn't turn out particularly well, if I'm not, which, you know, not every little sketch like this is a home run, as you probably know, I will not do what I planned. I will not deliver it to them. It'll just be our little secret, yours and mine. They will never know that I attempted such a thing. But if it turns out passably well, which I think it probably will, I'll be happy to deliver it to them, and hopefully they'll go, ooh, oh my, you know, something like that. I like a good oh my. I live for a good oh my. Now you know, that's what I live for. A good oh my. There we go, close enough. Thanks for watching, guys. That's life. Bye-bye. Any comments? Hey, Vanessa. Oh, my. Thanks, Vanessa. Appreciate you joining me. Bye-bye.